Hellos! Oh, okay, there is already the window of Dark Souls. Hellos! So, we're back. Today, I want to do real quick a tier list of the bosses of Dark Souls 1. I wanted to do the tier lists of bosses after every game I finish. But, yes, I finish a game, I start another one, and so why I didn't open the chat but I opened something else, and so I didn't do any tier list. So we do real quick the tier list. We do real quick the tier list of Dark Souls, and then we go to Stray Path because I wanna play Stray Path. I should put a little bit of a background music, possibly. So playlistolo, music, yes, I will lower a bit the audio for me, else it's a problem for the stream. Okay. Let me check if in the stream is good. Yes. Very nice. Anyways, we are in Dark Souls 1 Remastered tier list, and there are 69 ads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy fucking shit, bro. Fuck off. Anyways, they look a little bit too little. Am I wrong? Or no, they are all the boss fight in Dark Souls? I don't know. Anyways, I will add a couple thingies, probably also I will rename those. First thoughts before starting the tier list. Dark Souls 1 doesn't have a lot of cool boss fights, and in general not a lot of hard boss fight unless it's the first time you're playing the game and one of the first Souls you're playing. What I mean is that it doesn't have the worst boss fights of the whole series, of the whole franchise, only because Dark Souls 2 exists. I know that people shit on Dark Souls 2 for the meme, and that actually Dark Souls 2 is a pretty decent RPG, honestly, I think that. But there are some boss fights, most boss fights in Dark Souls 2 that are honestly awful as fuck. Other than that, Dark Souls 1 is the second Souls-like project, what made the name Souls-like exist, after Demon Souls. Demon Souls have mostly gimmicky boss fights, very gimmick boss fights, and literally a couple of slightly aggressive boss fights that are, in my opinion, pretty fun. That are the Flame Lurker and the final boss. Not the final boss, but the King Allant in king form, in quote-unquote human form. Those two boss fights are decently aggressive and they are fun, in my opinion. The rest is super gimmicky. Then they did Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 has less gimmicky boss fight, more aggressive boss fight. And if you played only Demon Souls and you're playing Dark Souls 1 for the first time, or you play only once Dark Souls, they can be challenging boss fights. But in general, if you played Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, Dark Souls 1 boss fights are not a joke, not all of them. Like, you have to know them, and like Ornstein Smaug, I don't fucking know, the Four Kings, if you don't know that they keep respawning and you don't have a decent build, or Calamith, they can be hard boss fights, absolutely. But except literally a couple of boss fights in the whole game, the rest is pretty easy, even without summons and shit. Honestly. So yes, I will do the tier list of the boss fights, but in Dark Souls 1 there aren't a lot of great fun hard boss fights. That said, let's rename them. TRS, I am calm. TRA, not bad. Smiley. Smiley. TRB. Me. TRC. Please not again. Sad face. TRD. I prefer the diarrhea is like that. How do you write diarrhea? How do you, let me check on the phone. How do you properly write diarrhea? Diarrhea. Diarrhea. Okay, diarrhea. Diarrhea. No, hair. I prefer diarrhea. And then we do another one. Actually, can I add another down? Add row below. That is bed of chaos. Yes. Where is bed of chaos? Perfect. Do I need to explain why? Do I need to explain why? Bed of chaos. You enter in the boss fight. This giant, huge thing appear. You have to break 2 bolts on the 2 sides. Going on the side, the floor collapse and you die. If you don't collapse and die, you reach one of the thingy. You break it, and then she starts going with the ends completely random that have a huge boss hitbox and throw you in the holes. You have to, if you die, it saved the progress that you broke one. Okay. It saved the progress that you broke one. You break the other. When you break the other, she starts going hyper crazy, and again with weird hitbox and stuff. You have to go in the middle where the floor collapses. You have to jump on a fucking thing, tree, run to her with again shitty ass boss fight, and do one hit to the baby in the middle. One of the lore-wise most important boss fight of Dark Souls, the Bed of Chaos, the mother of the witches of Chaos that became Chaos itself, is a thing that and try to hit you and make you fall, and you have to hit 3 things to kill her. Also, this boss fight is so bad that Miyazaki literally in an interview said that he is sorry for the boss fight, for this boss fight, and that the reason is, which is not a justification, he is genuinely sorry and this boss fight is dog shit, but the reason is because they had to publish the game, and so come on, quick, and so he made this boss fight very quickly, and it's like shit. And he said that he is genuinely sorry for that boss fight, for the existence of that boss fight. Is that on the right Batista? It is not, right? You guys can see it. Wait. If I do this, you can. Can you? No, you can't. And it is up here. There was Batista, I think. Anyways. Going back to the boss fight. Okay, let's start for real this time. The first boss fight is the Asylum Demon. Can I find it? I can't see shit. Not gonna lie, I can't see shit. Stray Demon, Asylum Demon, here. Asylum Demon, tutorial boss fight. You just take the good sword and the good shield, and you have to bonk him very hardly while he goes up and battle down. He is very similar to the tutorial boss fight in Demon Soul, not identical, but very similar. He is not a bad boss fight, but he is not fun, good, and cool. But, since there are 2 more later, the first time you fight it, since it's the very first one in the tutorial, it is not even a bad boss fight, especially for a tutorial, so I will go with not bad. The other two will be under, but the first one is not bad, honestly, in my opinion. Then there is the Taurus demon, right? Yes. Where is the Taurus demon? The real challenge is the friends we made along the way. No, it's finding them. Taurus demon? Taurus demon? Oh, Taurus demon. Is it this one? Yes, right? Taurus demon. I see the writing, but I don't see it in the pic. Honestly, where the fuck is it? Is it this big thing on the right? I don't know. Taurus demon is a standard enemy later on in the game. And yeah, he basically run towards you. If you don't know the strategy, you just have to hit the dick and go behind him. If you know the strategy, you go up, you electrify your weapon, you jump down and you remove 1/3 of HP. It's not an ugly boss fight, bad made or shit like that, but even if you don't know the strat, just hit the dick and go around him. It's meh. Capra demon. Oh shit, again finding them. You know what, can I... Okay, can we just do this? Ah, fuck, there are the ads everywhere. Okay. Oh wait, no, if I go too much down you guys don't see that, so I have to stay here, because I cut. Is it okay? No, a little bit more. Boop! Okay, is it okay? Yes, perfect. Capra demon. Great Grey Wolf. Ah, okay, see. I don't find the Capra. I don't find the Capra. Where is the Capra? Oh, here. Okay, that's the Capra demon. Okay. Very nice. Capra demon, same thing, kinda. It's a monster that you will find again, an enemy that you will find again later on. And again, you enter, there are the two dogs that are a pain in the ass, honestly. So I will put it as inferior to the Taurus demon because of the two dogs. Other than that, either if you again don't know the strat, you just eat, dodge, because it's pretty simple in general. If you know the strat, you go up, you make him fall, and then you fall on his head with a sword. Please not again for the dogs. You have to enter there, manage to run away, kill the dogs without dying. It's a pain in the ass every time. In fact, there is a meme between the community that in Bloodborne not only the bone wheel returns, but they are Capra bone wheel. There is this meme, this awful... Can I find it actually? Capra bone wheel. Yes, there is this meme of the Capra bone wheel. I don't know if you can see it on the right here. No, you can't. Wait a second. What is that? Okay. Anyways. There it is. Capra bone wheel. Jesus Christ, they actually made an image about that. This is a fucking nightmare. Anyways, okay. After the Capra demon, there are the gargoyles, the first real boss fight that are here, right? Yes, Bell Gargoyle. Bell Gargoyle actually, it's not that bad, especially if you think at the boss fights after that. The Bell Gargoyle are decently fun, in my opinion. Or better, they're not the best boss fight in the game, but you enter, you are in this roof, yes, you can fall. There is this gargoyle that arrives, you can cut his tail to have a weapon, which is pretty cool. And then you beat him up, and when you reach, or it reach, half HP, another one arrives. And they basically attack Spitfire. It's not an awful boss fight. It teaches you how to dodge, that you have to wait for windows for the attacks. There is not a real strategy or something like the previous two, that if you know it is weak to electric and you go up, you can go down and bonk him. And it's not a bad, shittiest boss fight unfair like the Bed of Chaos. So I will say not bad, honestly. I will say not bad at all. After that, you go... The real challenge in this video, other than finding them here, is remembering the order if you wanna do them in order, but it's fantastic. After that, you go to Kilag, right? Yeah, either to Kilag or to the butterfly, because you can go down to the butterfly. Or actually, no, the Bell Gargoyle first and then the Capra Demon, right? Yes, stupid me, actually, the Bell Gargoyle first and the Capra Demon. And then once you unlock the Capra Demon... Oh no, the Pussy Dragon, yeah, the Gaping Dragon, okay. So yeah, let's do the Gaping Dragon. I have to blow my nose. I fought it with the Mage in my latest run. Also, little reminder that you can... I link it, why not? That you can check the VODs in the VODs channel, Franix 97 VODs. There are the full VODs of Dark Souls 1 remastered. But in the edits channel as well, I will link it now in chat. There are the highlights. How many? Let me check. BD. 8 highlights of 11 to 12 minutes each of the Dark Souls run. The per remaster, so yeah, I link it in chat. Dark Souls 1 highlights. Kind highlights, it's not really highlights, but whatever. So yes, you can check the videos 11 to 12 minutes long, or the VODs, either in Franix 97 edits or Franix 97 VODs. Yeah! Anyways, Gaping Demon. I did it with Mage to add extra challenge to it. But basically it's this giant pussy dragon lizard that run to you, hit with the hands, or slam the head down and charge. It's not too hard, especially if you know it's weak to fire and the head takes more damage than the rest of the body, and especially if you kill the mage. It's not too fun as well, in my opinion. You can summon Lautrec and Solaire to kick his ass, but it's not the most fun boss fight. It's not the worst. It's not a thing that you don't wanna fight ever again when you have to fight him. If you replay if you replay Dark Souls, you're like, okay. But it's not a boss fight that you're like, let's go, I replay Dark Souls only for this boss fight. No, definitely no. After that, where the fuck do you go? To Kilag, yes. After that you go to Kilag. Right? Wait, how the fuck do you go to Kilag? Oh, from the... Yes, right, you beat that and then you can open the city. Jesus Christ, my brain, what the fuck? Why I can't remember shit about this game that I played like 1 year ago last time? No, less than 1 year ago, I think. No, 1 year ago, more or less. Slightly less than 1 year ago. Anyways, yes, then there is Quilag in the best map in the game. Miyazaki loves swamps, fantastic. Kilag, where the fuck is Kilag? Centipede Demon. Oh, here, Star Witch Kilag, okay. Let me go a bit up. Okay, Kilag, I'm arachnophobic, so... Other than that, it's a pretty fun boss fight in my opinion. With the Sword of Chaos, or when she taps the head of the spider, it pukes lava. You just have to dodge and hit, dodge and hit. The Chaos Sword has an hitbox that is not the best, the fairest. But in my opinion, it's not a bad boss fight. It's definitely not a bad boss fight. It can be fun. So yes, I will put it here. Wow, out of 3, 6, 7, 3 are not bad. And only 4, but 4 are under not bad. Incredible, incredible. After Kilag, you ring the second bell, you can go up, or you can fight Ceaseless Discharge. I didn't remember the name. Ceaseless Discharge. Scarica Infinita in Italian. Yes, Ceaseless Discharge. Now, a lot of people call it a glitch. The way that he jumps and you can hit the end and he's like, no! But it's not a glitch. It's another way to kill it canon, because there is even an animation, no! That said, it's success. It's success. Like, you take the thing of the dead sister and he get pissed and start chasing you, and so either you wait that he slam and eat and then he slam again and eat, but when he does the explosion you can get one-shotted, or you do this little trick that you go back to the door, he jump like bram, and then you hit the arm and it dies. No. No, it's very boring, either with the trick or without. It's an awful boss fight, in my opinion. Then you can go back up and enter in Fuck Your Mother, and enter. It appears right when I click the fantastic, and enter in Sense Fortress. And in Sense Fortress there is the Iron Golem. Here it is. Iron Golem. You can summon Tarkus, whatever, to blast his ass. Is not really needed. If you fight him one-on-one, the only thing you have to be careful on is the grab. Sometimes he does a grab that has a shit hitbox as well, and then throw you possibly down of the tower so you die. Other than that, you hit at the legs until it collapses and then you blast his ass off, or he falls from the tower as well. It's a pretty simple boss fight. It doesn't have various moveset or stuff like that, but it's not at the level of please not again. Like, it's a boss fight that, yes, okay, I fight it and go to the next map. I will say meh personally. After that you go to the fantastic city of Anorlondo, the land of gods. Yikes. Anorlondo, the first boss fight you do is Ornstein and Smaug, that are here. This is one of the, I think, two actually hard boss fights of the game. Unless you summon somebody online, or Solaire that the AI for once worked decently, he aggro one and you fight the other. But in general, either you fight it for the first time with Solaire, or you fight it alone. It's an actual hard boss fight. It's fun, it's cool. Finally there is variety and they are very aggressive. Yes, the other boss fights until now were aggressive, but it's a duo boss fight that attack, one with the hammer and stomp and one with thunder and dash. Pokemon build your world. Okay, ouch. Oh, okay, they are like the not Lego, but almost. Sorry, I got distracted watching the right Pokemon. So yes, finally variety and difficulty. You kill one, maybe you don't know, so you eat a bit of both, and then you kill one and the other is full HP, absorb the power of the first one, and it's even harder. It's cool, it's fun, it's challenging, and if it is too hard for you and you don't find it fun, you can still summon either Solaire or people online. Solaire if you wanna play offline, quote unquote, or people online to fight them. It's, in my opinion, one of the best boss fights in this game. Personally, it's one of the few boss fights that when I have to fight in, I'm like, let's go. I'm replaying Dark Souls for this as well, other than other stuff, but for this, fuck yeah. So yes, very fun boss fight. Disney Mufasa the Lion King, I still didn't watch it. I didn't even watch the live action of the first movie, honestly. Anyways, I should stop going out of topic. After that, you can go for Gwendolyn, or you can go back for the Stray Demon. Let's say you go back for the Stray Demon first, because you wanna do Priscilla and then Gwendolyn. So you go back for the Stray Demon. Stray Demon is basically like the Asylum Demon, one-on-one, except that when he bump with his ass or when he slam the thingy. I never watched Dexter as well, the ad on the right, I will one day. Or slam the stuff, it creates a bubble of magic that if you know, you just run behind and you're safe. If don't, you take a lot of damage. So yeah, it's basically the Asylum Demon with one more attack. Honestly, it's not the most fun thing. First of all, because you already fought it. Again, it's literally the Asylum Demon with one more attack. And second, because run behind, hit the butt. Run behind, hit the butt. Okay, fantastic. Then you go back to Anor Londo. You enter the Super Mario 64 level, and there is the Painted World of Ariamis, where you can either allow her to keep living there because it's a world of broken and unloved, unwanted creatures. So you're like, okay, you guys are innocent, kinda. Like you just because you're born a bit girl, a bit dragon, they sent you here. It's not your fault. Or you can be a piece of shit and kill her. That is what I did in my first run. It's a nice, not really gimmick, because it's a normal boss fight where you have to hit her, but it's nice that there is the snow. She becomes invisible, but you have to see the steps on the snow, and you can hit her. It's not too hard. It's not hard at all. She tried to hit you with the thingy, with that her weapon. Now I wanna remember the name because I don't. Fucking Falce! What's the name in English? Why I don't remember it? Stupid meme. Falce in Ingurishu. Sickle? Oh, Sight. Okay, in fact, yes, Sight. Yes, Sickle as well, but I couldn't have Sight in my brain. I don't know why. Anyway, she tried to hit you with a Sight. It's a very easy boss fight. But I like this little gimmicky that she become invisible and you see the thingy on the snow, the feet on the snow. So yes, it's not a bad boss fight in my opinion. I'll put it here. After that you go out, and the last boss fight of Anor Londo, again another one that is not mandatory, but if you wanna do it, it's where are you? Who is that? Artorias. Calamith. Oh, there it is. Dark Sun Gwendolyn. Nice idea, in my opinion. Oh, fuck my nose. Nice idea, in my opinion, that it's an infinite corridor, because of course he is canonically, by lore, I swear to God I get pissed if somebody, it's actually she because it's a trans. No, it's canonically not a trans. There are trans characters in the Soul series, canon. Gwendolyn is not a trans. By lore, he is a male that was forced by his father to dress as a woman, because Gwyn is a piece of shit and he cannot accept to have a son that first of all is half mutated, it has the snakes under, and second, it's a male that look aesthetically without dresses, like just the face, is a bit feminine and stuff like that. Gwyn is a piece of shit, he cannot accept that. He has already one son that has to become the next king, but then he say fuck you son, you're a fucking piece of crap, etc. So he anyway send away the son that we fight in Dark Souls 3, whatever. And he has Gwendolyn, one son, and one daughter. So if you have one son and one daughter, the only choice is that your second son become the next king. But Gwyn is a piece of shit and he doesn't want that, because Gwendolyn is half mutated, half monster, is not perfect like me, the god, and he is a bit feminine aesthetically. So I will force him to say around that he is a female, even if he doesn't want to be a female, he's a male. This is not being trans. This is being forced by your parent to be a female, even if you're born male. Period. The first piece of shit that comes tell me, oh, why you say he, it's actually she. I ban you, I don't even answer you, I just ban you. That's it. Gwendolyn, it's a nice idea that since he is a trickster, kinda like, not a trickster, but he is a mage that works with illusion. In fact, there is Guinevere that is actually an illusion. We never see the real Guinevere. So there is this infinite corridor, and he throw the Kamehameha and the little thingy that hit you as magic to hit you. They are very easy to dodge, but when you reach him, you have the time for a couple hits, and then he disappear and appear more on the corridor. It's a fun idea, in my opinion. He has basically no HPs and 2 attacks. No, 3 attacks. The arrows, the Mitra magic, and the Kamehameha. So, meh, but close to the not bad. Meh, but it's here in the middle. It's in the line. It's in the line here between not bad and meh. In this little black line that you see here. It's not a no full boss fight, but it's not a good boss fight. And you finish Anor Londo. Yay, congratulations. The second hardest part of Dark Souls is completed, because the hardest part is the DLC, obviously. Hey, fuck your mother, right when I click you appear. Jesus! Anyways. Then you can go down to fight Sif and the Butterfly. And the Hydra. Is there the Hydra here? No, because it's a mid-boss, it's not an actual boss. Or you can start hunting for the thingy, or you can go to the skeleton part down, the catacombs. Let's do the forest first to get rid of the Butterfly and Sif. So, Butterfly. It's not awful, honestly. The easiest way to fight the Butterfly is to summon the witch that just bam 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 with the magic, and you just have to look at that, and when the Butterfly shoot you, you dodge a little bit, and it's easy. If you don't want to summon, it's basically either throw magic or arrow at it, at the Butterfly, or wait dodge the attacks, wait for the Butterfly to come down, and then you can eat. It doesn't have a lot of life. But in my opinion, is kinda like Gwendolyn. It's not bad, but it's not like, it's not good enough to be not bad, but it's not bad to me in the meh. So I will do this, honestly. You are the last one of not bad, and you are the first one of meh. But they are both actually in this black line here, in my opinion. The only difference is that this gimmick is infinite corridor. When you get close you run away. This is, you have to wait for it to come down if you don't have magic to shoot from the distance. The last boss fight of the forest, if you bought the thingy of Artorias, is Sif, the great wolf that I am not finding. Here. Okay, easy peasy. So yes, if you buy the thingy that costs 20,000 souls, you can open the door for the grave of Artorias, and the grave of Artorias is guarded by his most loyal companion, Sif, that is a super cute big wolf with a sword in his mouth. The moveset is not the best, it's just rah rah and then turn. If you stay under it, because in most of the boss fight beasts in the Souls you just have to stay under the boss, you kinda destroy it, and then when you reach a certain amount of HPs, he's like, and you're like, oh no, I don't wanna kill you, but you have to. I will put it, I don't know if not bad or meh, honestly, because it's not a bad boss fight, but it's very easy. But it's better than this. They are both very easy, in my opinion. The fact that she gets invisible and you can see the thingy on the snow, it's better, in my personal opinion. Also, yes, this is not an objective Dark Souls, like you see on Twitter, objectively correct, this one or that one tier list. Most of them are joking, but this is not. I'm just, yes, boss fight in Dark Souls, in my opinion. But yes, after Sif, you can take the ring and you completed the thingy, the garden part of the game. Now, you go out for the souls of the lords, for the lord souls. We already did the bed of chaos down here because it's dog shit. Let's say you go down because it's easier, because it's close, like there are two bosses, the second one is Nito, and then it's over. So you go down in the catacombs, and the first shit you find is Pinewheel. I didn't remember the name, so I had to look. But yes, Pinewheel, it's basically a thing that become three things and teleport around, and if it hits you, it remove a lot of HPs, but he's slow and dumb as fuck and you lose HPs very quickly, so with like 3 hits you killed it. No, not again. Not diarrhea better, but not again. It's really... no. It's better than Ceaseless Discharge, but no. And then Nito. Now, Nito is a piece of shit. Nito... oh, my nose. Nito is a piece of shit because he's not an hard boss fight. Nito is simply a big thing that slams his sword around, easy to dodge, and then sometimes he does push down the ground and a big magic hits, but he doesn't even one-shot you if you have enough resistance, defense, and vitality. The problem is that he's the Lord of the Death, of the Dead, so he summons 4, I think, normal skeletons and 2 giant skeletons that keep on resurrecting. And so the trick is making him kill them while you dodge his attack, and then hit him when there is a window of opportunity. I wanna take a coke, give me... a second real quick. Wee! Coke for me. Not cock for me, coke for me, okay? I said it very differently. I said coke for me, not cock for me. Please don't misunderstand, pieces of shit. Pop. Thank you. Yeah, sadly 0 is Coke 0 because my sister mainly drink Coke, even if she doesn't live here. And so she is trying to lose weight. And so it's Coke 0 anyways. Anyways, I was saying, so yes, this is the thing of Nito. It's actually a pretty easy boss fight, if not that the skeletons are a huge pain in the dick. And honestly, it's better than the Capra Demon, but it's not a boss fight that I fight with pleasure. It's a boss fight that I'm like, oh, Nito now, okay, let's try to end this quickly. And you finish the catacombs. Yay, good for you. You're suffering. Great, that's the objective of the game. Then you can go. Then you can go where? To the Duke's Archives, right? You can go to the Duke's Archive, right? Or to the Four Kings. Oh no, before going to Nito you have to go to the Four Kings, right? I don't remember. Anyways, Four Kings. Four Kings is not a bad boss fight in my opinion. There is this trick of the ring, you have to put on the ring and then jump down, and you can understand that from the lore, reading the ring itself, and the lore of Artorias. And then they start appearing. The first one appear, their attack are a grab and hug that explode in magic, or hitting with the sword, or throwing an arrow of magic, kinda giant arrow of magic. If you don't kill the first one quickly enough, another one will appear, and then another one, and then another one. They are more than 4 actually. But yes, they are not easy. They are not hard to kill. They will keep spawning, and it's an actual boss fight. You have to dodge and attack. It's a boss fight itself of an action RPG. I think it's not too bad. It's not this good, but it's probably one of the best between the not too bad, in my opinion. After that, you go to the archives, right? Because here there is the DLC, Centipede Demon. Oh, right, the Centipede Demon. Yeah, the Centipede Demon to reach those two to reach the Bed of Chaos. So yes, Centipede Demon. Actually, no, first one there is this one. Okay, so yes, if you go basically after where there is ceaseless discharge, after killing ceaseless discharge, the lava doesn't disappear but gets sucked on, and there are only some zones with lava, but you can walk around. You have a path, and after awful worms that come out from the wall, and more Taurus Demon and Capra Demon, there is this one, right? The Demon's Fire Sage. For the third time is the Asylum Demon and the Stray Demon, but this time is red, and the magic deal more damage. Wow. Anyways, after that, there is the end of the quest. No, not yet actually. Before there is this boss fight, and then the end of the quest of Artorias. So yes, if you go down, there is another boss fight before the awful Bed of Chaos. That is a giant centipede. That I've seen it will be in Elden Ring Night Reign as well. In Elden Ring Night Reign, there is the Centipede Demon as well, remastered aesthetically, so it's very, very cool. I like to see old Dark Souls boss fights in modern graphic. I'm not one that goes for the graphic in video game, but if they make a Elden Ring roguelike, it's cool to see old bosses remastered. So yes, the Centipede Demon, it's very easy because there are 2 small parts of land where you have to wait there, possibly with Solaire, and he arrives and he starts doing attacks with an awful hitbox, and you have to just slam it very hardly until he dies and drop the ring to walk on lava. It's an awful boss fight. Honestly, it's an awful boss fight. It's very boring. You just have to hit, and this hitbox sucks. So yes, it will go here. After that, there is the Bed of Chaos, and then the last of the lords in the Duke's Archive. The first time you meet Sith, it's a gimmick. You literally cannot hurt him. You have to die. You will respawn in the cells. It's stupid that you lose your soul there unless you know and you use a ring or something, or you don't have souls at all. But yes, if you don't know, you lose your souls. You do the dungeon, you finally reach Sith the Scaleless. Actually, the dungeon to reach him is not super easy, but it's pretty cool in my opinion. You reach him, and yeah, in my opinion, one of the worst boss fights in the game, even worse than Nito. Nito is bad, Sith is worst. You have to break the crystal behind him, because that's what makes him immortal. And then he just starts moving the tail to damage you, or create crystals that first of all damage you, and second increase the curse. And if you feel the curse, you die and have half HP until you remove the curse. Other than that, you just have to go behind him, behind his tails, that since he goes in circle, if you are behind his tail you get pushed, and so you will never get hit by him. You have to get behind him and just bonk, 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 bonk. And if you wanna cut his tail and take the weapon, the Moonlight, it's a pain in the ass, cause this is the tail. You have to hit this part to get the Moonlight. This is the part you have to hit 3 or 4 times out of this. And the part of tails, first of all, get out of the map, and second, keeps moving. So it's one of the worst boss fights. It's not bad of chaos level, but it's one of the worst boss fights in the game in my opinion. And now, before actually finishing the game against Lord Gwyn, you go to the DLC. Ah, because you didn't suffer enough during the game, so let's go to the DLC and suffer more. Because the DLC is very cool, because, as I said, other than Ornstein and Smaug, every boss fight here can be challenging if it's the first time you play the game, but either it's a shitty-ass boss fight, or if it's not a shitty-ass boss fight, it's a very easy boss fight, with bosses not being fully 100% aggressive or having an easy trick to kill them. The DLC actually has aggressive boss fights, not really Dark Souls 3 style, but almost, that you need to learn. You need to learn the moveset, learn how to dodge, learn when to attack, and you can fuck them up. They are cool. Every single boss fight of the DLC is cool. First of all, Sanctuary Guardian. You can cut his tail as well. It can spit electricity while flying around, attacking with the tail, attacking with the pawn, or charge you with the mouth to, I don't know. Is not... It's probably the worst boss fight. Oh, Devil Survivor. Did I add that? Devil Survivor hosts. Okay. Didn't even remember. Anyways. It's the worst boss fight of the DLC, but it's still better than most of Dark Souls boss fight. So I will put it here, in not bad. Probably here. I enjoy the four kills, so I will leave it here. Then there is Artorias. Artorias is a cool boss fight, cause he has a broken arm. It's not at his 100%, but he's aggressive. He can jump, do this 3 times and then hit you, or try to hit with the thingy. He can boost, but you can try to stop the boost attacking him. So it's a boss fight that you actually have to learn in the series that I did last time, that again you can find either in Franix 97 VODs or edits. Franix 97 edits. I did it first try while talking about his lore. Let's fucking go. But yes, it's a very fun boss fight, honestly. I will put him not in I am calm, but between. It's between not bad and I am calm. Kinda like 1 and 2 that are in this black line. Same Artorias is in this black line, in my opinion. It's a very, very fun boss fight. I really like it a lot. It's not as good as this one or Calamith, in my opinion. That said, before the final boss fight of the DLC, you can or cannot fight Calamith. Calamith is an hard boss fight, one of the 3 hard boss fights. 2, if you count that to kill him, you can just be tanky as fuck and you blast him, as I did last time, but I will talk about that later. Calamith is one of the 2 really hard boss fights with Ornstein and Smaug, and is harder than Ornstein and Smaug. Why? Because it's a fucking dragon. You told to the giant, the friend of Artorias, he is blind, but he shoots with the arrow and bow Calamith, breaking his wing. That's so cool. And then finally Calamith is an actual boss fight. You enter, he can throw fire on a certain area, so you have to run away. Throw fire in front of him when he's down, so you can go to the sides to dodge him. Charge you with the mouth, trying to attack you with the pawns, or he has a psychic attack. So he gets up with the 2 thingy, with the 2 frontal paws, he gets up and you see his eye getting... accurate description. And he can take you, make you fly, and then you take a lot of damage. Now, this attack has a shittiest boss fight, but other than that, it's a very hard boss fight that you have to learn. You have to learn how to dodge, like Artorias, you have to learn when to attack, etc, etc. It is very, very fun. It is very fun. It is extremely hard, so if you don't have patience like me, you might find it frustrating, but it's an incredible boss fight, and probably one of the best of the game if you played Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, and you want a challenging boss fight. It's really cool. And then, final boss fight of the DLC. Manus, Father of the Abyss. Now, Manus is an hard and fun boss fight. Is this big mage guy that throw dark magic or try to attack you, and the attacks are actual combo. He does pam, 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 pam. So it's cool. I am so good at showing moves of bosses. It's actually cool. The thing is that if you don't have enough equilibrium, let's say, if you are not tanky enough, with almost every attack, he stun you, you get on the ground, your character needs 3 hours to get up, and so you get destroyed, you get killed. The moment you get tanky, even if you are in fat roll, you get tanky, you put evil armor or whatever, you can take one hit, do like 2 or 3 hits, and then drink, and you will never get stunned or get put on the ground, and you destroy him. Other than that, it's a fun boss fight. You have to learn the magic that he uses. He has 2 kinds of magic, I think one on the sky that then chases you, and one right in front of you that you can dodge on the sides. In phase 2, I think, and in phase 1, he attack with the staff and charge and jump around. It is the first really aggressive boss fight. Even Orsener's Smaug, Artorias, Calamith, they are aggressive, but not Dark Souls 3 Bloodborne level of aggressive. Calamith is the first really aggressive boss fight. Then they made Dark Souls 2, and then with Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, they made boss fight as aggressive as Calamith. So it's super cool. It's a perfect final DLC boss fight in my opinion, and I think it's not better than Artorias, because I have more fun with Artorias personally, very personally, but it's one of the best boss fights in the game. Those 4 are the best. Maybe I'll do this. Those 3 are the best boss fight in the game, and then there are Calamith and 4 Kings that are incredible, and then all of them. Final boss fight, Lord Gwyn. Now, Lord Gwyn is like King Allant in Demon Souls, in a lot of ways. He's the king, now corrupted, now doesn't really understand anything anymore. Allant is corrupted, Gwyn is consumed because he tried to make the flame remain alive. He dash at you just like King Allant. He does sword attack just like King Allant, but King Allant does sword attack and air release as well, so it's a double attack. And then he does a grab. King Allant grab and suck your level. Gwyn grab you and just deal you damage, basically. And then he does a kick as well that Allant doesn't. If you don't know how to parry, Gwyn is a decently challenging final boss fight. It's easy, but if you never played anything other than Demon Souls and now Dark Souls, it's a challenging boss fight. If you played Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, it's a joke. But other than that, it's a decently challenging boss fight if it's the first time you're playing Dark Souls and you didn't play the next ones as well. If you know how to parry, you parry all the swords attack and you blast his ass, like I did in stream. So I will put him here. Here. He is not a bad boss fight, but he doesn't deserve to be here. He doesn't deserve to be here. Cause again, if you know to parry, you blast his ass. And in general, you just have to learn to dodge. When he kick, you dodge on the side and hit him. When he does the grab, you dodge on the side and hit him. When he does the sword attack, if you don't know how to parry, you dodge on the side and hit him. You just have to be careful not to get hit. It's every boss fight like that. Just don't get hit, brah. But Gwyn more than the others. You see when he's about to hit, you dodge, you attack. Hit, dodge, attack. Hit, dodge, attack. That's Lord Gwyn. Final boss fight of the game. Not worth to be a final boss fight. Yes, of course, he's consumed. He's not what he was before. He's basically a zombie that attack recklessly. But that's not what you expect from a final boss, especially in an action RPG, action JRPG that created a genre, the Souls-like. The Lord Gwyn is... let's finish this game. Come on, nothing to. So yes, that was the tier list, personal, very personal tier list of Dark Souls Remastered boss fights. Again, if you want to see the full VODs of when I played Dark Souls Remastered, you can find them in Franix 97 VODs with the red dot. Or if you want to see the highlights, quote unquote, the best part, there are 8 videos, 11 minutes long each, 11 to 12 minutes long each, on Franix 97 Edits, the second channel where I highlight some games and streams and stuff. And yes, that was it. Dark Souls Remastered boss fights tier list. Yeah, we did a tier list after I said I wanna do one for basically every game I played. At least one, maybe even 2. If it's a game with a bestiary or stuff like that. Actually, is there a tier list for the Dark Souls bestiary? Dark Souls enemies tier list. Oh, there is. Well, this is the next tier list we will do. This is the next tier list we will do. Dark Souls 1 enemies tier list. Let's fucking go. Yikes. For now, for those that are in past broadcast or YouTube, now we go to Stray Path. But thank you for checking in. Hope you enjoyed this stream, this VOD or this video or whatever. And as usual, drop a follow on the Twitch channel, Franix97 Twitch. If you Franix97 on Twitch, if you still didn't, to receive notification when I go streaming, and check the YouTube channel Franix97 VODs with the red dot for the previous VOD and Franix97 edits for the highlights and new videos that I'll upload there. And I will see you next time.